Hey guys, Tommy here, Freedom Finders. I've been getting a few questions on the installation video that I did on my 12 volt 10,000 BTU OutEquipPro air conditioning unit that I put on my Sprinter van here. I'm gonna go ahead and make a quick follow-up video just to kind of answer a couple of the more common questions that I'm getting. So the first one being what kind of battery setup I have. I'll quickly show you guys my battery setup. It's nothing fancy. And it's a little 300 amp hour with a little bit of solar, but I'll walk you guys through that. And then secondly, I'm going to go inside because I'm getting a lot of questions as to what kind of amp draw that I'm getting and what kind of wattage that these things pull. So I'm going to go ahead and show you my L-Nex battery monitor because it's easier to read than me trying to fumble with my Fluke with my multimeter back here at the battery bank, number one. And number two, I have tested the numbers against my Fluke and they are identical. Okay guys, here's my system at a glance. I have a LifePo 4 lithium iron phosphate battery, 300 amp hour. It wasn't a very expensive one. It was maybe 360 bucks. I figured for that price, I may as well go ahead and give it a whirl because I watched another gentleman on YouTube here whom I love watching, and he tested this battery and said that it was absolutely an amazing build and the BMS was good. So far so good. Going up here, we have our shunt. Then we have our Renogy 50 amp DC to DC charger along with a built-in solar MPPT controller charger for my solar. And these things, I don't know, some people love them, some people hate them. I have had great luck with this one thus far. So until it does something to me, I'm all for them. Little solar amp breaker, some fuse, and just a little tiny inverter that we use periodically, very seldom. So that is it. I have my 300 amp hour battery right there, and let's go ahead and take everybody inside and we will show everybody what kind of power that this thing pulls. All right guys, we are inside the van and I have the unit in turbo mode, which is max fan, and I did set it at the lowest setting, which is 63 degrees, and at the moment here it is 78. So the compressor is definitely on. Looks like about 380 watts. There we go, above 420. Kicking it up to about, getting close to 450, and a 34.5 amp draw. So there that is. And do keep in mind, I do have 3 100 watt panels up on the roof of solar, which aren't going to make a massive difference at all, really. So about 450 watts, 34.6 amps, and whatever my solar is replenishing here. It is a very sunny day, so a little bit, but there you have it. Now let me put it into eco mode. Okay, in eco mode it'll automatically take your fan down to low medium, and the compressor will still work. It'll cycle off and on. From what I understand, it's don't quote me on this, but I believe it's a soft start type of thing. So there's less amperage draw on startup as well. As you can see, we are down a good 200 watts and went from 34-ish, I believe it was, amps down to 19.5. Okay. And now we will go to fan only mode. The fan only mode is really cool, kind of like a max fan. You can set your temperature for the fan to cycle off and on, and this is fan only mode. Drastic drop. Yeah, it uses hardly anything at all. Look at that, 33 watts. So there you guys go. Hopefully that answered a lot of the power usage. Again, keep in mind, oh, here we go. The compressor finally cycled all the way off. The fan turned up the fan to max with no compressor on, and yeah, next to nothing. 5, awesome. All right, guys. Hopefully this helps. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. I will get back to you. Thank you. All right, guys. Well, that pretty much summed it up. Pretty straightforward battery system. Nothing too fancy about that. Just a little 300 amp hour battery in there pushing everything. Seems to work well. And you saw the battery monitor for yourself, which, like I said, was right in line with my fluke meter. The thing is very, very efficient. Now, I will do another follow-up video as soon as we hit the dog days of summer here, where we're going to be into the triple digits. And I do have a trip coming up here soon where I'm going to be in a very, very humid environment, and I will let you all know how it works there. If you haven't seen the original install video, I will put that at the end of this one, and you can go ahead and click on that and watch that right now. So if you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment. Thank you so much.